Hi, Jonathan York from IRG BOP. This week looking at a way to play the commercial property market. Now to play the commercial property market, you've got sort of two options really. You can either go into some syndication and buy a share in a building, or buy the building outright, or get into the listed property trusts that are available on the New Zealand Stock Exchange. Obviously, with the purchase of a building, to get a decent commercial building, you're looking in the sort of $2 to $5 million market. And if you go through the syndications, you're really normally looking at clips of anywhere between sort of 50,000 to 100,000. The difficulty there that if you hold a share and a proportional title in a syndication is that you don't really have as much liquidity, because if you need to access your funds from that investment, you then have to find a buyer for that part share of the building, and that may not be as easy in some market conditions. So what we're going to look at this morning is listed property trusts. Listed property trust has a number of buildings, and they provide a steady income stream from the income provided. And as an example, you've got the AMP Office Trust here in New Zealand. It's got around 15 good quality buildings with a number of tenants, and they provide a good steady cash flow for the investor. But more importantly as well, you've got diversification, because you've got a spread of tenants, so that you're not just reliant on one tenant to provide the income. You've also got a spread of diversification over a number of different industry types and tenant types, so that you really do have good diversification for your income stream. Most of the property trusts here in New Zealand are also taxed efficiently. Most of them are under the pie structure, so that if you are a 33 or 39% taxpayer, you do get some tax efficiencies by investing through the listed property trusts. They all distribute on a quarterly basis, which is a good steady income flow. Currently yielding between sort of 6.5 to 8% gross. I say, as they are pie structures, some of those efficiencies come through in the distributions. You also got potential for some capital growth as well over the next sort of 12 to 18 months as property prices start to increase. The number of property trusts here in New Zealand, you've got the AMP Office Property Trust, you've got the Goodman Property Trust, you've got Kiwi Income Property Trust, ING Property Trust, Property for Industry, and the ING Medical are the main property trusts listed on the New Zealand Stock Exchange. So they do provide a good steady cash flow for the investor. And if you're interested, give us a call on 0800 867 323, or contact us through the website on www.irgbop.co.nz, and contact Lorne or myself. Disclosure documents, disclosure statements available on request. Thank you.